Greetings and welcome to Zimbabwe.com news. I am Makanaka Masenyama. Stories making the headlines. Zimbabwe left with only 7 months grain stocks. In the courts, Masvingo Polytechnic student jailed 5 years for car robbery. In business, Edgar's stores sets 35% annual revenue turnover. And in sports, PSL champions FC Platinum's title defends off to a flyer. Now the news in greater detail. Zimbabwe is left with only 7 months stocks of maize grain from last year's harvest, with authorities saying little could be expected from the 2018-2019 harvest. This was revealed on Friday by Minister of Agriculture Permanent Secretary Ringson Chitsiko, while addressing stakeholders at a Grain Millers Association of Zimbabwe extraordinary meeting on drought assessment. The dire prospects come against the background of an El Nino-induced drought period that has hit the country, coupled with the recent cyclone Idai, which left affected families desperate for food assistance. The United Nations estimates that more than 5 million Zimbabweans are now in need of food assistance. The Zimbabwe Electoral Commission is leading a team comprising all political parties represented in the country's parliament to study and observe South Africa's electoral systems as part of a learning process. Opposition MDC Secretary General Douglas Monzora, who is part of the delegation, confirmed with Zimbabwe.com that he was in South Africa representing his party.
We had come on a study visit to the South African Independent Electoral Commission. As you know, South Africa are having their elections on 8 May. So we came, all the parties represented in Parliament, ZEC and the Swiss Embassy. It's a parliamentary political parties, and I was actually cleared by Chamisa. I was supposed to come with Tabitha Kumalo, but she couldn't make it.
ZEC Chairperson Justice Priscilla Chigumba and other commissioners are part of a team that includes Acting Chief Elections Officer Utloile Salaigwana, who are in the neighboring country as South Africa prepares for a crunch general election slated for May 8. Government says persistent fuel shortages that seem to have worsened in the aftermath of Cyclone Idai will ease by this weekend. In a short statement, the Minister of Information said pressure on fuel suppliers would drop following the completion of repairs of the pipeline that brings the critical liquid into the country from neighboring Mozambique, which was worst hit by the harsh weather phenomenon. In the courts, a 21-year-old Masvingo Polytechnic College student who stole a vehicle and tried to sell it to raise money for the upkeep of his girlfriend will rue the day he committed the offense after he was Thursday jailed for 5 years. Darlington Sagia was sentenced on his own guilty plea when he appeared before Masvingo Magistrate Namudzo Malunga. He pleaded for mercy and told the court that he wanted to raise money as his girlfriend, who is also a student at the same institution, was pestering him for her upkeep. Court heard that Sagia teamed up with his colleague, who is still at large, to hire a car from a driver whom they later robbed of the vehicle before they were caught trying to sell it. In business, leading clothing retail outlet Edgar's Stores Limited has set an annual revenue turnover target of 35%, having recorded a profit of 8 million RTGS after tax for the 52 weeks ending January 6, 2019. Addressing stakeholders this week, Edgar's Group Managing Director Linda Masterton said the firm posted 11.5 million RTGS in profits before tax, and after meeting the statutory obligation, the group recorded a net profit of 8.5 million RTGS. Edgar's chief executive, Themba Sibanda, said that poor local production due to unavailability of raw material forced the group to import some products like cosmetics, shoes, and lingerie. Sibanda said business was tough to conduct after the October 2018 monetary policy statement announcement. We shall be taking a short break. We'll be back soon.
Fellow friends, family, and my Zimbabwean diaspora, I have experienced death, and I can tell you that death is inevitable, and yet such a big taboo subject as Africans. Please don't put it off. Guarantee your family a decent send-off. Talk to Diaspora Funeral Cashman today. They're just a phone call away, and they will put you at ease when you need them.
In sports, the Confederation of African Football has revealed that the draw of the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations finals will be conducted on 12 April in Egypt. Zifa's official website has displayed AFCON fixtures with Zimbabwe's Warriors in Pot 3, which includes Uganda, South Africa, Guinea-Bissau, Angola, and Burundi. Warriors coach Sandy Chidzambwa is targeting to emerge from the AFCON group stages after the country's senior men's football team has been going only as far as the group stages during its 3 past appearances at the Continental Football Showpiece. Defending champions FC Platinum got their Premier Soccer League title defense off to a winning start, beating home side Harare City 2-0 at Rufaro Stadium. Ali Sadiki scored the first goal of the 2019 Castle Lager Premiership season after 30 minutes before Kelvin Moyo doubled the mining side's lead 10 minutes before time to seal the match as a contest. Harare plays host to all top-flight giants this weekend. Highlanders face Black Rhinos at the National Sports Stadium this Saturday. At the same time, Mushowani Stars play host to Dynamos at Rufaro. Caps United concludes the weekend fixtures against New Boys Manica Diamonds on Sunday. To end this news bulletin, here are the headlines once more. Zimbabwe left with only 7 months grain stocks. In the courts, Masvingo Polytechnic student jailed 5 years for car robbery. And in sports, PSL champions FC Platinum's title defense off to a flyer. Reporting for newszimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masenyama. For this and more stories, do visit our website www.newszimbabwe.com and our YouTube channel Zim TV.